Welcome to Science, Health and Healing Library of Children's Health Core. I'm Dr. Majid. The subject of this article is your child, hyperactive or hypoglycemic. Hyperactivity, of course, is a part of the ADHD spectrum, which means hyperactivity attention deficit disorder. This is an important subject which, in my experience, is mostly neglected by school psychologists, pediatricians, and psychiatrists. The integrative physicians who focus on issues of hypoglycemia, generally their observations are similar to our observations that I'm going to present here. I think it should be considered mandatory that when you make a diagnosis of ADHD, or if you notice that your child goes through mood swings, periods of unexplained irritability, or there are complaints from the school of distractibility, not paying attention in the school, or being disruptive, or temper tantrums at home, that you consider this information that I present. Hypoglycemia means low blood sugar. If you believe what the general pediatricians or the American Academy of Pediatrics tells you about hypoglycemia, you will pay a huge price for that. Their information is misleading. They are not nutritionists. They don't take care of children. They don't try to reverse any problems with nutritional approach. They do not really understand the problems of gut fermentation, leaky gut state, the need for gentle daily liver detox. Their criteria are going to be, if you push that your pediatrician, that there have to be 3 criteria met to diagnose hypoglycemia. 1, the blood sugar has to be 50 milligrams per deciliter or below, 50 or below. 2nd, the child has to have symptoms which could be lightheaded, heart palpitation, dizziness, behavioral issues, lightheadedness. 3rd, when you give this child sugar wafer or orange juice, the child should feel better. As I said, these are so inadequate criteria, they are so misleading that I think it is most regrettable that the American Medical Association, their standards, or American Academy of Pediatrics, they continue to blindly, thoughtlessly, robotically follow this. The real issue is the rate of change in the glucose in response. Now, if you're going to do this, please consider a 2-hour glucose test, but more importantly, 2-hour insulin test, which comes along with it. And it's the changes in insulin rate which are far more important than the changes in the blood sugar. And then, of course, as the test is being done, if you observe your child, most of the child will reveal critical issues that you're onto a metabolic roller coaster, which is changing the demeanor or the behavior or the observable shift in the mood of your child. This program is part of my series channel on ADHD at Science, Health and Healing Academy of Children's Health Core. There is a companion program, Dr. Ali's ADHD Nutritional Protocol. Please watch that. The diagnosis, you can do this, but there is an easier way to diagnose if you don't want to put your child through a 2-hour insulin or glucose. Though I think if your child is 10 pounds or more in excess of the optimal weight, you should consider it mandatory that you consider the insulin test. Please, please, please watch the program, 7 stages of insulin toxicity. You need to understand that. Insulin toxicity is the primary cause of excess gain or obesity in our children, more than 98% of the time. So do consider this information. Is your child hyperactive or hypoglycemic, low blood sugar and insulin toxic? Children's Health Core is a non-profit trust that my wife Talat and I founded several years ago. Our mission is to provide authentic information focusing on the problems of the nutrition, environment, and stress of children. Please go to the website www.kids123.org. I have posted several articles in this series. And incidentally, I would also recommend the program on pediatric diabetes. You really need to, if you look at those articles and the articles on ADHD series, it may make so much more sense to you. Of course, I have also posted articles on autism spectrum. Until we meet again, may you be gracious, graceful, and generous in your spirit, and please support us. Forward this YouTube segment to your email, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, or other contacts. Thank you so much. Thank you.